Morning students. Today we are going to start our new lesson, metallurgy. In first volume, this is the first lesson. Metallurgy. The name itself contains the word metal. So this lesson is related with metals. Metallurgy relates to the science and technology of metals. So in this lesson, we are going to study about science and technology related with metals. In nature, only a few metals occur in their native state and all other metals are occur in combined state. Some of the element exist as native state and some of the element exist as a combined state. For combined state, some of the examples given: oxides, sulfides, silicates. Combined state means what? Metals combined with other elements. For that, the examples: oxide. If metal is combined with oxygen, means it exists as an oxide. Example: zinc oxide. Zinc combined with oxygen means that is called as zinc oxide. This is one of the example for combined state. And next example, sulfide. Same metal we can take, zinc combined with sulfur means that is called as sulfide. Now we can tell what do you mean by combined state? Metal combined with any other element like oxygen, sulfur, silicon, like that means that is called as combined state. Now we can tell what is native state. If metal doesn't combine with any other element means that is called as native state. So generally metals occur as native state and combined state. Extractions of pure metals from their natural source is linked to the history of human civilization, because ancient people also used metals in different forms. Ancient people used available materials in their environment, which includes fire and metals. They were limited to the metals available on the earth surface only. There are used some metals only, very few metals only, because they don't have technology at that time. But now we are using so many metals because nowadays we are having so many technology to dig the earth and for processing the metals. And that process is essential to design an eco-friendly metallurgical process. That metallurgical process should be a eco-friendly metallurgical process. That means it should not affect our environment. It should not pollute our environment. That would minimize waste and maximize energy efficient. Such advances in metallurgy is important for the economical and technical progress in our current era. In this unit, we will study various steps involved in the extractions of metals. Usually 3 steps are involved in the extractions of metals. So in this lesson we are going to study about what are the 3 steps are involved in the extractions of metals and chemical properties behind the process. So in this lesson we are going to study about various steps involved in the extractions of metals. That means in this paragraph only one question is possible, may come, that is, what is metallurgy? Metallurgy means what? Various steps involved in the extractions of metals and chemical principles behind the process. For that question you have to write these lines. Occurrence of metals. In general, pure metals are shiny and malleable. Shiny and malleable. These are the properties of metals. Already you know metals having the property shiny behavior, that is gold and silver. Both are very shiny look. However, most of them are found in the nature as compounds with different properties. Metals having least chemical reactivity such as copper, silver, gold, platinum occur in the significant amount and as a native element. Native state, combined state. Combined state. Which element occurs as a native state? Metals having least chemical reactivity occurs as a native element. Example, copper, silver, gold. These are the elements having the least chemical reactivity. So it won't react with any other metal. So only it exists as a native element. And most of the element, that is remaining all the metals found as a compound with different properties. Compounds means it is combined with other elements. So only 2 points are given: native state, combined state. Which element occurs as a native state? Which one having the least chemical properties means that one exists as a native state. Remaining all elements are combined with other element and exist as a combined state. So reactive metals such as alkali metal usually occur in their combined state and are extracted using suitable metallurgical process. Next topic, mineral and ore. So in this paragraph, we are trying to understand what is mineral and what is ore. Mineral means a naturally occurring substance obtained by mining which contains metals in free state or in the form of compounds. Naturally occurring substance which contains metal, that is called as mineral. In most of the minerals, metals of interest present only in small amounts only. In some of them contains reasonable percentage. Example, iron. Iron usually exists as a 800 forms of minerals, but out of that 800, some of them only contains high percentage of iron, like hematite and magnetite containing high percentage of iron. These are commonly used in the extractions of iron. These minerals only used for the extractions of iron. Such minerals that contains high percentage of metal from which it can be extracted conveniently and economically are called as ores. So minerals that contains high percentage, of metal from which it can be extracted conveniently and economically are called as ores. Hence all the ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ore. This is the famous line actually. All ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ore. Let us consider another example, bauxite and china clay. Both are minerals of aluminium. So both bauxite and china clay both contains aluminium metal only, but aluminium can be commercially extracted from bauxite, while extractions from china clay is not a profitable one. So both are mineral because both contains aluminium. Both bauxite and china clay both contains aluminium, so both are called as mineral. But in bauxite only we can extract the aluminium profitably, so that is called as ore. In china clay we cannot extract aluminium profitably, that is called as mineral. That is not called as ore. So bauxite is a ore of aluminium, china clay is not. The extractions of metals of interest from its ore consist of the following metallurgical process. So the extractions of metals contains three processes. One is concentration of ore, second one extractions of crude metal, third one refining of crude metal. In this lesson we are going to learn these three steps only: concentration, extraction, refining. Here one table is given. In the table some of the metal and their common ores with the formulas are given. What are the metals given here? Aluminium, iron, copper, zinc, lead, tin and silver. First one, aluminium. Three ores are given: bauxite, diaspore and kaolinite, and their formulas are also given: Al2O3 NH2O, Al2O3 H2O and Al2Si2O5 OH 4 times. These are the ores of aluminium. So in this part they may ask, write the ores of aluminium. Write the ores of aluminium means you have to write these three names with the formula. Like that, for iron, hematite, magnetite, siderite, iron pyrite, limonite. For hematite the formula is Fe2O3, magnetite Fe3O4, siderite FeCO3, iron pyrite FeS2 and limonite Fe2O3.3H2O. So these are the ores of iron. Like that, like aluminium, here also they may ask, write the ores of iron means you have to write these ores with the formula. So this is also one of the 2-mark question. Next metal, copper. The ore of copper: copper pyrite CuFeS2, copper glans Cu2S, cuprite Cu2O, malachite CuCO3.CuOH twice and azurite 2CuCO3.CuOH twice. These are the ores of copper. So if they ask to write the ores of copper means you have to write these names with formula. Next metal, zinc. Zinc blende, calamine, zincite. Zinc blende formula zinc sulfide Zn. Calamine means zinc carbonate ZnCO3. Zincite means ZnO, zinc oxide. So like that, our previous metal, they may ask write the ores of zinc means you have to write these three names with formulas. For lead, galena, angelcite and cerussite. Galena means PbS, lead sulfide. Lead, the symbol of lead is Pb. So lead, S means sulfur, so sulfide, lead sulfide. Angelcite, lead sulfate, PbSO4. SO4 means sulfate, Pb means lead. Cerussite, lead carbonate. Lead means Pb, CO3 means carbonate, lead carbonate. So these are the ores of lead. For tin, only one ore is given, that is tin stone, cassiterite. Tin stone, that is SnO2. The symbol of tin is Sn. So only it is called as tin stone. So SnO2. The last but not least, the last metal is silver. Argentite, ruby silver, horn silver, stephanite and prausertite. Argentite formula Ag2S. Pyrargyrite or ruby silver are called as symbol, the formula is Ag3SbS3. And chlorogyrite, that is horn silver means silver chloride AgCl. Stephanite, that is Ag2SbS4. Ag5SbS4. And proustite Ag3AsS3. Proustite. These are the ores of silver. Video we learn Metallurgical process definition: various steps involved in the extractions of metals and the principles behind the process. Second one, mineral definition and ore definition. Mineral definition and ore definition. And all minerals, all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ore. All ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ore. Third one, steps involved in the metallurgical process. 3 steps involved in the metallurgical process. So, what are the steps involved in the metallurgical process means you have to write these 3 points: concentration, extraction, refining. This is the third part. Fourth one, examples are given for some metals, ores with their composition, that is formula, that is all given. These are the 4 parts only we learn from this video. Next we will continue in our next video. Thank you.